What's up, guys? Shawnthebro here, and today we're going to be playing Touhou. I can't pronounce this name at all, but you guys have said that I can abbreviate it just like Soku, I believe is how it's pronounced. I'm going to do an audio test because I'm streaming on my PC this time, and this will also be helpful for future PC streams because we actually have not done a PC stream since we got our new setup. So give me 1 second. I'm going to make sure that while we are live, everything sounds good. And then I will come back. Okay, I think we are good. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, anything like this. It's pretty much the same settings I use normally, just adjust it a little bit because I'm using different speakers and a different headset as well. So, yeah, things might be a little bit different than usual, but let me know how I sound. Let me make sure everything is good for our first PC stream in a very long time. I think we've only done 2 PC streams total, so we're still pretty new on that end. Hey Grandma, nice to see you. Hey Fi, nice to see you. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Very excited to play this one. Compliments to Fi and Anima Mundi. I think I pronounced your name correctly. I've been practicing. And yeah, thank you guys for recommending this. And Fi, thank you so much for the assist with allowing me to get this and get in the English version. Really appreciate it. So I'm excited to try this game out. It's another fighting game, so we're going to be covering a lot of the fighting game mechanics that we see in it. And Fi has told me that it is an indie game of sorts, so at the very least, it will be pretty similar to probably what we will see in our game. Like already, what I want to go for from this, when looking at this from the tutorial series standpoint, like the animated background, of course, looks a lot better than the static background. You notice this doesn't even have anything crazy. It doesn't need any sort of rendered targets, anything fancy. But this animated background or video for the background is really, really nice to have. It's very pleasant. The music really ties it together, which we do have music, but just everything put together makes it look really nice. It looks very classy without a lot going on. Now the menu itself, you can see it's actually very similar to what we have now in terms of the highlighting and the moving. There is an additional symbol here on the left. It's like a nice cogwheel or a gear. And so there's a lot of cool things like that, but very attainable. I'm going to try and look at this, as I said, from an indie game standpoint and what we could do, and this is very attainable. I love what I see so far. I see there's also replay, and I'm not exactly sure what these other settings are. Result might be like, saves for different... like different arcade mode plays or something. Music room, that's a cool one. That's a good idea. Profile, we are going to be going over profiles, including macros and things like that. So this is a good one as well. We already have some of that in there actually. And otherwise, we have our basic modes like story mode, arcade, computer, or player. So we can separate those. Currently, we don't have AI, so it's not really in our game. And then network, which is a huge thing we're going to be covering. Practice as well, sorry. So, yeah, this game looks actually very similar to what we have. Obviously, a lot more advanced, but in terms of setup, I'm loving it. I'm excited to see it. There's going to be a lot going on. Okay, that's all right. I'm ready. I'm ready. I was just doing a quick intro, and now we're going to hop into it. So, should we start with story mode, or do we want to start with arcade mode? I will, as I have done with Blaze Blue and as I've done with Battle for the Grid, I will continue to play this game offline and on different times. We may even stream them again. But what do we want to see on the stream? Why can I not use spaces? That's a good question. I don't exactly know what you mean, though. It looks like everything's spaced properly. Is your spacebar breaking, Fi? So we can do either. I'm down for whatever. Again, I'm excited to play this game. I know how arcade. Okay, I know how prevalent the Touhou audience is, especially in the fighting game community and within a lot of the game development community. So I'm incredibly excited. So let's hop into arcade mode. I don't know the controls. This is the very first time I'm opening the game, but I do see Reimu. Training mode. We can do training mode too. We could do training mode first. Either way. Reimu for Smash, okay. I know that that's a joke, and I always appreciate a good Reimu. trying to see. I do recognize some of these characters, actually. I do recognize them. I don't know a lot of them by name still, but I have seen quite a few of them. And I know this one. I definitely know Yumu. I think I was saying your name correctly. Allow me to pronounce it again. I don't know if you heard it the first time if you were here, but thanks for coming by, Pyro. Is it Anima Mundi? Am I saying that correctly? Because I really tried to get it right. I want to say it right. I don't want to say it wrong. I'd like to thank you properly for all the help that you've given. And I know that this is a huge, huge one. Like, we're very excited to play this today. We'll do some training. Go blind and I'll explain stuff later. Okay, we're getting opposite. We're getting different things here. So let's do this. Let's do... All right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do arcade first because Fi said arcade first. We'll do arcade first, and what we'll do is after we do a game or two, we will do some training because I have no idea what the buttons are, but we're gonna hop into it. We gotta be Reimu to start, obviously. Difficulty, I mean, might as well be lunatic. It is our first time. No, we'll do normal. That's fine. Deck select, you know, it's probably like your fighting style, like it is in Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully I don't get my butt handed to me. And Pyro, we're going to be looking at this from a indie game perspective as well, because, you know, we're making our own indie game. So we want to see kind of what they've done and what we like about it. Oh, I like that. That is cool. They're like special, like either battle modifiers or stage modifiers. ZX. Okay, I did kind of figure out some of that. I don't see anything for some of those, but I do see the I was pressing Z and X. I did not know C. Is C like a grapple? No chance. That's like a projectile in this case. Okay. You snooze, you lose. I don't want to be snoozing, and I don't want to be losing, all right? Those are two things that I don't want to do. I am very, very bad at playing on keyboard when it comes to fighting games because this is probably my first time I've ever played any game as intense as fighting on keyboard. Now, one thing, you can probably hear my clicks, so what I'm actually going to do is back up to about here, and that should cut down on the noise you can hear. I do have a mechanical keyboard. I apologize. But I love the sound of it, so I'm not going to apologize for that, but I am sorry about your ears. You know, that might suck a little bit. All right, so this person is either a very good zoner or I am very bad at the game. I can't tell which one it is at the moment. Maybe practice was a good start. We'll see. We'll see. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons are in this. So you do have your standard directionals. Like, but I think, I have like quarter circle as well. And see, this is exactly why I want to support keyboard on top of controller, because like this game does it perfectly. I can already tell when I do like a specific move that's not just crouching if I'm doing an actual move set, because there are a few that you can only trigger by pressing the given direction. And so it doesn't matter if I'm on keyboard or if I'm on controller, I still want that to function properly. So this game already is doing a great job with that. And so it's also not one of those games that requires you to have controller, and some of them do. I use fight sticks so you can hear. Oh, fight stick. I actually own a fight stick and it is incredibly enjoyable. Extra, extra. Nothing big happened, but it's still an extra. All right, so I don't know what that means. I'm at a loss on that part. But let's try this again. Okay, that was my very first time touching the game at all. I didn't even know the buttons. Let's try it again. We'll try easy, and then we'll go into practice mode and hit that up for a bit. But let's see if let's see. Okay, now I know the controls, and I do need to know exactly what. I don't know the differences between the controls. Like, I get they do different moves, but what are the actual inputs? That's what we'll have to figure out. I don't know if they correlate to like light, medium, heavy, or something like that. I do like this a lot. This is satisfying. This, hey, Pyro, this has exactly what we're looking at. You can release it now, or you can either release it when you when you either release it, it triggers, or if you hold it, it either triggers at the timer or when I release the button. This is the exact thing that you and I were talking about and have been talking about and are implementing, actually. So let me see. Okay, there are dashes. I'm going to look at some of the dash. I just want to look at some of the dash tech real quick, okay? Are there air dashes? There are air dashes as well. I want to see the crouching logic. So, yeah, there's nothing other than your standard crouch block. Okay, this is actually more my style fighting game. I love Marvel vs. Capcom, and it's very reminiscent of this, actually. In terms of the actual gameplay, the moves themselves. You know, it's actually a little bit more complicated, I think. Which is impressive, because there's a lot going on in here, and I really respect that. Okay, this is nice. This is really satisfying to play, actually. I'm looking at the background, and the stage is actually relatively simple, but it looks really nice. Like, it was done very well. I didn't even realize that we're in a forest somewhere, and it's just a panel, just a plane that's actually layered onto the background there. Not truly three-dimensional, but it's done very well. Okay, sorry. You've seen the game in motion. Z melee, X light projectile, heavy projectile. Is that what they are? Okay. See, only seeing Reimu, I didn't know if those were just her attacks, but I did notice that these were both projectiles, and you can hold them to different degrees of, you know, to change the attack as well, which I like a lot. So the heavy projectile is cool. The light projectile is also cool. And then melee. This is the only melee button. I'm trying to try out all the moves as well, because I like how this is a completely different move when I am crouching, as opposed to when I'm standing. Like, it's not just the crouch version of it. It actually changes to that, which is incredibly different. I like how this we could have like a gun battle. I like the projectile use in this. I've never seen a fighting game with so much emphasis on projectiles. If two of the buttons are designed, and it actually flows really well. I have to get better at you know, actually playing this properly. But it actually feels cool. Like, it's a cool take on fighting games. This reminds me, I think so I know that Pyro is talking about a bullet hell game related to this, so I think maybe, is that why there's so much emphasis on the projectiles? I like the combo counter saying the rate and the limit. I have seen other games do that, but it's actually something I haven't thought about yet. It is going to be in our, we are going to have a combo counter, but I might actually be covering that as well. That's relatively easy to implement. In fact, it's pretty easy to implement. And I would like to put that in. I realized that even the melee can be charged. I think all the attacks, including like your standing neutral, can be charged. Oh, standing neutral can't. Oh yeah, it can actually. That's definitely slower, right? I think that was slower. Maybe it was in my head. The main series is bullet hell. Okay, so that would make perfect sense why there would be a lot of projectiles. Fighting game reflects on that. Oh yeah, perfect. See, I don't even know with the stream delay. Feel free to try Yomu and you. Utso too. I'm sorry. I'm gonna butcher these. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. I really am. Has this try been used for a lot of trials of guts at night? I wonder why. Wow. Was it trials or trails? Maybe I pronounced it wrong. Trials of guts. Very different from trails of guts. Bring this down a little bit. Sorry. I didn't mean for my head to be completely covered. Okay, I just watched the stream and confirmed. Okay, don't worry, we'll be trying out a bunch of different characters. I'm gonna go to we're very, very early into the stream, so I'm gonna go into practice and check it out. We'll check out the different. Oh, I like this character select screen. This is a cool take on it. Up top, one up top, one below. So yes, I obviously recognize Yumu. I love Yumu. I've come to really like the character based on everything I've seen from really you, Pyro, but just in general, I've seen the character. I have seen Remilia. I don't know if I know this one. I do recognize quite a few of these characters. I recognize... Okay, there's a lot. Yeah, there are a lot of characters, but I like it. I do recognize quite a few of these. I know, yeah, Utso. First time chat from viewer irrelevant on Twitter. Sorry, does it say first time chat on viewer now? From viewer now? That is very strange. Have you unlocked Suako? Everyone is unlocked. Yeah, this Fi actually is the one to give credit for this. They have gifted me this game, so thank you very much, Fi. I really appreciate it. Credit goes to them. And yeah, so I'm very new to this. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. I'm very happy that you're here. And I do recognize a lot of these characters from Pyro here, and from Fi, actually. I also know Koniko has talked about a few of them as well, and some other members of the community. So this is really cool for me to actually be seeing it in action. Even if it's not the main game where they come from, this is helping me a lot associate characters with the actual... their names and the characters, because it's very new to me. So, okay, we're going to go through. We're just going to do some practice right now, just for fun, since we just started. And we'll play as, let's start out with Yumu, since I'm actually familiar. I do like the palette swap system here. Trini. Oh, okay. I do get that reference, though. So, these are some nice outfits. I mean, I'm used to this one, so I don't mind that one. Obviously, I get the deck select changes either the abilities or the passives, just like in Marvel vs. Capcom and all sorts of games. All sorts of fighting games do this. So, I'm not sure what they are, obviously. So, yeah, I'll just stick with the basic one, most likely. But let's take a look. So that's cool. Now we get to pick the, of course, the training dummy at the moment. So I do know Remilia. I do recognize Suika. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I do know Iku. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that follow. I really appreciate it. I'm happy. I'm really glad you showed up. We'll put the enemy here at... I'm sorry. Am I pronouncing this? This one's tough for me to say. I would say this is like Utso, because when I think of it, I think the H would be silent, but I'm a noob, as you guys know. So please correct me like you have with the other names if that's incorrect. I do, of course, recognize this character from you as well, Pyro. And there are really good palette swaps here. But we'll go the default, just so we get some practice. All right, so to get started, X and C buttons, you use the use up the blue orbs you have called Spirit and Spirit Auto Recharges. Okay, let's put it on random. I'll allow the music to be random and the level to be random, since we don't really know, or I don't really know what these stages are, or their significance. They might be related to the bullet hell. I like Scarlet Devil Mansion Library. That name sounds very familiar. Is that perhaps one of the ones that you have, Pyro? Is that perhaps the your character select screen? Because that looks familiar too. But I'm going to choose random. Hopefully my mic is not in front of my face. Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, sorry I'm such a noob at these things, but I am excited to play this one. So I'm going to play around with the mechanics themselves first. Since we are making our own fighting game, we do kind of want to mimic good games, and I like the way this one plays. Especially because I'm playing on keyboard, which I've never played a fighting game on keyboard, and it is very satisfying to play. I can tell that it's well made. That's what you want users to think when they play the game. So they have all the standard stuff that we do. They have locked directional jumps. They have, your standard walk back, walk forward, swapping sides. Cool. We're looking good. I already went over the crouching and some of the attacks. So let's talk about what Fi was mentioning. So Fi had said that the X and C buttons use up the blue orbs we have, and I do see them at the bottom of the screen. And I can tell that they are being used. I actually did not realize that the first time. So that's on me. There was a lot going on. But that makes perfect sense, and I have no problem with that. I assume it's kind of a spam protection, so that I can only use so many at a time. Or probably because there is a damage limit, or... what's the word I'm looking for? Can't think of the word I'm looking for, but you know, where the damage becomes less over time as you continue to use attacks. Makes sense to me. Checking out my special moves now, because Fi did say I could use these moves. So let's see what they do. I guess I need to fill up these red bars, I'm assuming. Okay. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. So this isn't too bad yet. I get how that works as well. Scarlet Devil Mansion Clock Tower. Thank you. Yes, I definitely recognize the name. Z button has no specials, but you can do special motions with X and C buttons. Okay, so Z has no specials to it, but the X and the C buttons do. All right, that's good to know too. Which means specials cost spirit as well. All right. So they all cost spirit regardless of what I do with that. This is cool. You know what? It's really cool actually not having known the characters and then seeing how they get implemented in Pyro Your Game is actually really nice. I like this. Am I like super bright, by the way? I'm like really bright. I might turn down the light a little bit. That one I can't really turn down, but what I can do is this. I can move a little bit closer and put my mic down here. I think you'll still be able to hear me well. Training mode, instant refill spirits. Sure, that makes sense. That's a good mechanic. I do like these moves quite a bit, and they are very reminiscent of what I've seen from these characters. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to try and test out my specials, or whatever. I don't know what these are called. My WASD keys. I don't know what these are being called right now, but I can see that I can switch between them. With my S key, I can kind of pick which ones I want. And then I can activate my abilities with the D key. Is this a mirror attack? That's pretty cool. There's a lot of good mechanics here. It gets me excited about what we could do with the combat flow. Okay, this is interesting too. So I think... Yes, there is. That is cool to know. That's something I didn't consider either. So there's also down aerials. That's something we haven't really covered. I mean, it would be pretty easy with the directional input. But yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. When a card is filled, you draw a card. You can press D to cast the card. Okay, so when you hit your opponent, you fill up a card. Okay, so I did notice that. So I see when I hit them, like you said, I get that red card filling up. And once it's complete, I have access to the card. It looks like S switches through the cards that I have. And you said D cast the card, which I agree with, although I don't exactly know how to access some of these. Like, this one I can't seem to use. Is it a passive card? That's the only thing I don't know about them. But I get the cards, and I get that they're like a specific ability. Super costs multiple cards. Okay. That's good to know too. Super abilities are called spell cards, and cards are usually contained in a deck. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah, I get the concept of spell cards. It reminds me of like I'm casting a spell from quite literally like Yu-Gi-Oh! or even Magic the Gathering or something. I totally get that. So I see that when it was glowing white is when I could actually use the ability, but I don't honestly know what I did to do that. Was it that I needed multiple spell cards to use my ability for some of them? Like if I charge this up, right? I don't know if one charges faster than the other or if it's purely based on damage. But I am going to... okay, so I see that this is glowing. Okay, so if I can't use the card, I assume that I need more cards first. So I can swap between them. To use like a specific one. Like, okay, I can't use this card right now. So I get my damage up. All right, and maybe if I press, like, okay, now I can use this card. Okay, I got it. Makes sense, actually. Very cool. Makes sense. I'm on board. Okay, I get the whole card system. And honestly, I think it's a pretty cool system. I like that. I think that is very satisfying to actually use. And it definitely goes into... That's definitely going to be a complicating factor when getting better at this game. Because you do have to know, like, if you want to use a specific card, oh, how many, yeah, it gives you a little bit of like management that you have to do. Like, do I want to use it on this? Which I guess meter burn and things like that do too. But I like the whole idea of having to switch between the one you're going to use and then activate the ability. That's cool. I respect that. That is cool. All right, so the spell cards are fun. I like that mechanic a lot. Now we got to talk about weather. Okay, so I did see that there were weather effects on the screen. Like there was the hail, and I think there was just one that was like extra windy or something. I actually don't know what the second one was. And I assume that they alter the battle in some way or another. I do like the little like rubies or blood droplets that are flying off the character. I know that that's becoming like the spell power, I think, if I understand it correctly. But that is a pretty cool mechanic as well. That was cool. That was a nice ability. I like these abilities. Has no timer but a weather system. Okay, so there's no timer for... I see that it's changing like sun, shower, snow. I don't think it's doing it because we're in practice mode at the moment. But we can change the weather. I don't know what the position is necessarily, but... guard, yeah, so this is all the stuff you can actually make them do. I'm curious about changing the weather, like if it's sunny, fly through the sky. I don't know exactly what that does for us, but okay, now do you know about skill cards, the cards that can change what combo inputs do? So we did just go over the skill cards, but you said the cards that can change what combo inputs do. So I do know that so here's what I know so far. So I know that as you attack your enemy, these little cards get filled up. I don't know what the Sunny actually does, but as you attack your enemy, the skill cards will get filled up, and then you can use the cards to... You know, if they have that glow around them, you use however many spots are required to use the special ability. You have to change your live notification. Oh, did I forget to change my live notification? That's because you can't actually do it from the Streamlabs app or the OBS app. You have to actually do it through Twitch, and I forgot to go on Twitch, so that's on me. Whoops. We'll get there. We'll figure it out. I'll get to that. I did my spacebar break. You know, you were the second person to say that. What's up with the space bar? Can you guys not press space on Twitch? Like, it looks good. Oh yeah, hold the button and direct. Oh, really? Okay, Pyro says you have used all your cards already. So there's also a maximum limit of cards. Does that seem to be the case? Can we let's go back for a second. Let's go back to character select. We'll try out, we'll swap roles real quick because I'm curious about seeing their abilities. But I also want to take a look. So I saw that there was a number in the bottom right. Imagine being that lame. All right. Come on now. So how do I know how many cards I have? Right? Do I have a specific amount and then I eventually run out entirely? Okay, you said, oh yeah, hold the A button and directions and you can spend spirit to fly. Oh. Okay, this is cool. This is a cool mechanic. That allows you to get really far too. So can you attack while you're flying? Oh, you can attack in the air like that. So you can do... Can I literally hold it and do it? Okay, so you do have to stop flying. But you could actually have air combat with this mechanic. That is pretty cool. Okay, I'm digging this a lot. This is cool. Alright, so let's see what some of her spell cards actually do. I'm very curious. I'm actually going to see what her standard attacks are at first. It's 20. Max deck size is 20. Okay, thank you. That is good to know. So yeah, even the neutral has a charge. I like the cape there. That is a cool... That's a really cool thing. I like that. Okay, so... Yeah, cool. Club. Classic. For anyone who uses a club, makes sense that they would use these attacks. Classic bullet hell moves as well. Fits very well with the theme. Oh, wow. Okay. That one's pretty violent. Cool. All right. So let's start looking at some of these spell cards. So we know how to fly now, too. So let's see what this one is. I can't even tell what that really is a card of. Okay. So that's a good one. That's a max use one, but that's a good one. Athena says, hi-fi. That's a nice little, that's a cute little emote there of Watson. Okay, so I did see these. I think these are just anti-airs. So does she actually have a gun for a hand? Like, what is this on her hand? I thought it was like a club on her hand. But she can shoot right out of it, right? As well, can't she? Or is it all with her other? No, that's definitely like blasting out of it, out of that thing. Okay, you can dash through projectiles spending spirit, but not melee. But now melee. But now melee. All right, so let me see. If I do, yeah, okay, so yeah, I could actually put it on normal as well if I wanted, and I could see how my so that's the, okay, that's the actual amount. Okay, got it. That makes sense. Not exactly what I wanted to be able to do, but is there a way to? Oh, sorry, I got confused on what you were saying. It's a cannon, not melee. Okay, thank you for explaining that. So I see there are quite a few weather options, actually. Like, actually, a heck of a lot. Excuse me. A heck of a lot, not quite a few. Clear, which is the standard, and then seriously, probably about 15 to 20 options here. So I will probably not remember most of them if I'm not actively playing the game and seeing them, so you don't have to cover all of them individually if you don't want. But okay, I'm starting to understand quite a bit of this game. So I kind of get the leveling up even. I get the skill card, excuse me, the spell cards. I get how you fly. I get that uses your spirit power as well. Sorry, I had to think of the name. You said you can dash through projectiles. So can I always dash through projectiles no matter what? Just if I'm dashing, I won't be hit by a projectile. That's a cool mechanic. Yeah, there's a lot. There are a lot of those, but that's okay. I think we're actually doing pretty well on the understanding side so far. I'm sure there's still plenty to learn, but I don't feel overwhelmed, so we're good at the moment. Go to the main menu and select profile. Okay, you got it. Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm excited to play this game. This game is a lot of fun so far. I love fighting games just because I'm not great at a lot of them. Again, Killer Instinct and older Mortal Kombat's like 1 through like 5 really. I used to play like literally all the old ones. Some of them I even played on the arcade machines. Those were ones I was pretty good at. Killer Instinct I'm still good at because I still play it actively. But I don't know. I'm not totally great at fighting games, so it takes me a little bit to get into it, but I'm excited to play it. I love playing them. Sean Manning Trini. Yeah, I mean, I do know, at least I get the reference and I get the character. Excuse me, I do like the actual mechanics of Trini. Okay, select deck construction. So this is where I assume we can change what spell cards we have for each character, right? I believe that's the case. So if that's the case, I don't know. I mean, we can do it for anyone, really. We can do it here if we want to start with this character. I do enjoy Yumu a lot as well, and Reimu because I do like them, and I love the joke. Okay, cool. So this is good to know. So I can equip. Okay, so that's just going through the list. That changes the page, and I can select the actual card. So do I just like literally add one? I do. I can literally add them. Oh, but then it goes over 20. You see that? Okay, this is a smart little system of doing it. Oh, and it actually tells you what these do as well. Oh, okay. This is actually pretty... Guy, it has to be 20. It has to be... This is pretty advanced. There's a lot going on here. But I do see now... Now I see... You see that? I like how it tells you the shot with the directions and everything, too. This can be very helpful to me. Especially because I am going to play these games after the streams. I love playing through the story mode, and I'm going to be doing that, and I'll need to look these over for real because I will be very lost based on the image alone. Spell cards that cost cards and skill cards. So showing those universal cards. Okay, hold on. So there's universal cards, spell cards that cost cards, and skill cards. Okay. So universal cards. So are these like the system cards here? So I see that there's skill cards, which is what you have to perform. So this is when you perform an action. Okay, I got that. And then I see that there's spell cards, which are when you have to use the cost of the card to perform the action. And then I saw that there was system card. So system card, the universal card you're referring to? Is like, this one's cool. Instantly encloses the surrounding space with a magic barrier. Defensive card that sends nearby enemies flying, has a long invincibility period. Restores spirit power. Attack is not possible. A card for movement. Okay. Oh, that's like a substitute. This is cool. Yeah, this is really cool. This could make it so dynamic every single match. Okay. There's so much that you could actually do here. Skill cards, when cast, will replace the current special. Okay, so you're saying instead of doing like the standard special for my X or my C button, if I cast the skill card, it will replace, like the skill card will then, when I use the skill card, that becomes the special for that action. If you cast the skill card that you're already using, it levels up the skill. I did see that, and I actually did recognize that if I use the same card, it would level it up. So that makes sense. On board there. I'm gonna get a drink real quick while we're talking this over. There's a lot going on in this game. Alright. Alright, I'm down. This is cool. This is cool. Alright, so we have... I like the gourd here. Okay, that's cool. Like a 2-3-6 move. Gotcha. I'm on board entirely. I really am. I get what you're saying. So that if I use that skill card, then when I do the 2-3-6 action, it will use that skill as opposed to the special that is already that would be attached to that movement on the character. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So I actually do understand that. That was a good explanation. Thank you. I did not know that at first, even when we were doing the training, but I do understand what you mean now. And it kind of makes sense why some of the things were changing. There's a 30-minute long guide about all game mechanics. Really? That is a long guide. Some of the fighting games do have really long guides. Is it... I'm not going to do it now, obviously. We're just playing, having fun. But I am going to play this game off stream. So I could probably benefit from it. Okay, so cool. Put on easy, okay, because we're not crazy. I kept everything as the same here. I haven't clicked in, so I'm not going to really worry. But I am kind of curious about the replay here. I know we don't have any, but I'm kind of curious about that. That is a cool mechanic that I know could be interesting in our games as well. I think I'm going to hop back into arcade. I'm going to see if I can win a game with just what we learned. I know there's plenty more. If we can win a game or two, maybe we do the story. I don't know if the story would that be fun to watch on stream, or is it like a ton of text, or I don't know if you guys know. I'll definitely do some arcade right now. Just see if I can get any wins under my belt. If I can win even one game with what we learned, I feel we're doing pretty well. That's why I said there's a lot going on in the game. I'm actually keeping up, I think, fairly well. I'm understanding everything you're saying. I feel pretty confident. Now, putting it into action is a little bit different, right? So I'm not going to be necessarily proficient with it all right now. But I feel pretty good with that. I do know now. I do know, like the skill cards, the cards that you were explaining and all of those things is going to make this a lot easier for me. That was what I needed, really, because I had no idea what they actually were or how to use them. It's just arcade with some dialogue, okay? Arcade is... You want to do Trinity? We can do that. I'll do that. We can do that right now. Here. Let's go back to character select. Here. I'm going to put it on easy because I am still bad, okay? Not afraid to admit that. Alright, so I'm not as familiar with her attacks because I did a lot of that practice in the other one. But I remember she's got the blaster, which I like that the AI is like in the perfect spot to dodge that. Because the projectile, the dodging projectiles like you talked to me about. I know this person was actually, this specific character, I don't know the character. This character was actually zoning me, for sure. And I realize now that if I knew that I could dash through, I could probably do better. I was trying to like trigger a block against it as opposed to... Oh, I actually know that's the sacrificial doll one. I actually already recognized that card because I really liked the effect. It reminded me of Substitute, the ability. Alright, so I don't know really, like, is there a... oh, that's cool. So, is this really for repositioning purposes? Yeah, flying. Like, I'm trying to think of when I would use this. I could kind of fly up and, like, land on the opponent. That's a cool move. So I have to try and use some of these skill cards and figure out. So yeah, like, I have no idea what that actually turns into. But I can assume maybe that's a skill card. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know if I can assume that. See that I can do that, though. Okay, I'm not too sure about that one yet, but we'll get there. One step at a time. There's a lot of cards I would have to try and learn. If I really, truly expected to know right off the bat, I'd be a little crazy. Typhoon weather makes it so everyone has super armor and you can't block. Okay, that is good to know. Flying moves also lets you go through... Okay, so I can also use the flying to go through the projectile other than just the dash. That's what you're saying. I got you. I'm on board there. I like the dashing is pretty prominent in this game with its usage, I think. The air dashing as well is important. No universal grabs, okay. So you mean there are command grabs then? But no universal grabs. Okay. Spirit attacks becomes... At least it tells you. So spirit attacks become stronger. Okay, no brainer then. I think this is the barrier one, right? Yes. Okay, so see the images are helpful because I did actually see this one as well, just from the deck editor that we had. I'm trying to figure out how did I do that one move where I actually went at the ground while I was standing. I think it was maybe one of my specials, or was it actually my projectile? Might have actually been my projectile. Bounce off the ground. Okay, that's interesting. So is the actual wall bounce, or sorry, ground bounce is it determined by the weather? So like, if it's monsoon, it allows you to, I saw that bounced potentially to lead to other combos. A few command grabs, okay. I like the, I really do like the dash in this game. It feels very satisfying. I think that's something that maybe that's something that we might want to add as well. With the dash, being able to dash through projectiles. I don't know if that's standard or not, actually. I'm trying to think. I can't really tell you because I don't normally try and dash through projectiles. I normally try and block, so I don't know how many games do it. But I really enjoy that type of mechanic. It'd be very easy to implement, but it might be something worth looking into because I do like it as a mechanic. I think it's more important for this one just because of how many projectiles there are, though. It might become a lot... I don't think it's as relevant in a lot of games. Not standard. Okay, I didn't think so. I couldn't think of any other games that actually did that, but I was curious. Sorry, I hardly ever read newspapers. I'm sure there's a reason for this text, but I honestly don't know. 1 second. There's also 22X and 22C specials. Okay, that's good to know. So 22 intentionally of each. The music is music's getting me going here. I'm liking that. Ooh, what is this? Is this a am I fighting multiple characters? Why do I see other health bars? Or is this some sort of a puppet character? You snooze, you lose. I don't want to be snoozing or losing. I already said that, but I literally don't know what it is that I'm missing out on. I feel like that would just kind of obliterate your life, if I'm being honest. Like, that is one heck of a move. Oh no, those are like assists, aren't they? That's what that is. Those are like teammates and assists. Assists are cool. I can't wait to do that. Assists and actual team battles, because we're going to be doing both. Surprisingly, it's actually not too bad. Really, the only thing in the series that we need to change is instead of just having other player only be the one character, it's going to have to relate to the active character. But otherwise, you know, we'll make it generic enough where any player that's there could be hit, because you can hit assist and things like that. Really, it adds a lot to the game without being too complicated. The controlling is as easy as possession, so... I still don't know what a lot of these cards are, so I'm not... That one is nice. I like that. You throw it, and then it comes back. Your opponent was a reporter of Bun Bun Maru newspaper, so that makes a lot more sense. Thank you. See, you explaining that makes it excellent. Like, that making me enjoy it so much more. This still isn't enough to stop the surging feeling. The nuclear reactions within me force me to rage even more. Man, nuclear reactions within someone. You know how... That must feel weird. Nuclear reactions, even on a small scale, are pretty impressive. But she does have, like, a cosmic cape. So I could understand, you know, maybe feeling a certain way about that. Counter hit. So what does that mean? Like, if we get a hit, the other player can also hit? Kind of like how countering in Sekiro works, actually. I really like the charging of the moves like this. Oh, so it's hold, away to block. Got you. I was able to do a few blocks. I definitely was able to do crouching blocks as well, so that's good. I like that standard system. I like when it's standardized like that. Oh, I have this already in my game, but without snow. Nice. Very nice. Is it... Oh, without snow? I think I know what map it is, because I recognize the building in the back. A counter hit in fighting games means you hit someone in the startup frames of a move. So you get some benefits. That makes sense, but why does the weather dictate that? Can I just hit them in the startup frames of a move anyway? What's different about the weather? Or does it cancel them if you counter hit when in the dust storm? Or do they become invulnerable when as soon as startup happens? Because I thought they weren't. No, they weren't. They're not invulnerable until active happens. I thought. Not invulnerable, but I think you get what I'm saying. Where. So yeah, I'm not too sure on that one. What the benefit is, but I'm sure there is one. I'm sure it will. It'll be like. He'll tell me something obvious. Become like a vampire. So what? Dealing damage heals me. I'm someone who's becoming used to vengeful spirits, so normal spirits are refreshing. Okay, I like the term normal spirits. Weather just adds extra stuff. Okay. That's fine. I just wasn't sure really what the difference was there for the counter hits. Okay, I need to focus on being able to fly more and like how I can actually use it to my advantage. I love just blasting someone in the face. Easy. So can I block projectiles or do I have to dash through them? I can see that I can block standard attacks. Okay, we're gonna do this one again. I really like this one last time. Burning Star. Did I say Burning Star Fixed Star? Also, she's really slow, as you can tell. Yes, yes, I could tell that. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, different character move speeds. Okay, so I know I can switch the ability I'm on like this too. So this, I have to get better at actually watching that. I still don't exactly know what this ability does. I get it puts this shield in front of me, but I might have to look and see. Wait, does the shield actually hit as well? Okay, flare alt. So that I think is the one that gets updated. Oh, I couldn't press it at all because I had that. There's the substitute, the sacrificial doll. Oh, what's that one? That's the system one? Spiritual Strike Talisman. Okay. The melee is very punishing in this game. Like, blast someone in the face, you know, no big deal. But hit someone, you know, get ready to take an L, buddy. You can block projectiles, okay. Nobody can withstand the ultimate energy. I think that's true. So far that reigns true, considering I'm controlling the character and we're still winning, so I think that's accurate. Which will be the next character after Reimu is completed. Okay, cool. That's going to be cool to see then. I'm going to be extra appreciative now that I'm playing the game and seeing some of the abilities as well. Shield damage does, yeah, okay. Talisman is a combo breaker. Okay, that's good to know. I'm a fan of a good combo breaker. Especially since you know I love Killer Instinct. Combo breaker is all part of the game. So I respect that. Always respect a good combo breaker. I love the stomp that she does. It's very overpowered from what I can tell. I mean, we are playing on easy, so, you know, if you're playing against a real person who knows what they're doing, or another AI, I'm sure they would probably counter it more, but it is very overpowered at this difficulty and stage. Pretty nice little springs area. So you said this is the combo breaker. Okay, all right, all right. So the little, like, I don't even know what symbol it is, but, like, I'll recognize it when I see it. I don't know exactly what it is, but I don't need to. I really can't get over the cosmic cape here. That rules. That is a fantastic character design choice. And what's cool is they actually put like a, I think there's literally a background image that's moving there, and it just kind of repeats. And as you move, you're seeing the different parts of it because you see it also moves when you're stationary, but it keeps where it was. Oh, really? Need to copy the stomp, right? Isn't the stomp pretty awesome? You see that? Look how sweet it is. Look, a nice stomp. I mean, there's a lot of power behind it because you see that there's also screen shake. I think it's part of the reason I like it. Is you see that? You see how it shakes the screen? It feels very satisfying. I like that, and it does do good damage. Hey Zach, nice to see you, buddy. Music is fitting. I like it. Agreed. And I really like the music in this game. Music as a whole in this game is spot on. It's where it should be. Very good work. All right, I already forget what this one does. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that was just one of my skill cards. Okay, here's my shield. Okay. Stop bullying me, please. I'm trying to use my ability. I hope you don't mind. Okay. Heals your injuries. Oh, does it heal any Does it heal any of my, like, not completely lost health? Like my, what the heck's the word I'm looking for? Potential health. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how I can do, like, that move more effectively. I've been trying to get fights become wild. I don't know, all my spaces were removed. You guys keep saying that. What the heck does that mean? I wonder what's become of the new hell. I really want to take a peek. No one else can see it though. Yeah, why? That is so weird. It must be a Twitch bug because we haven't changed anything on this end. Very strange though. Everyone says, is my spacebar broken? Very weird. You can also move around between rounds, but not fight. Oh, okay. So we can move around in our game, in the tutorial, at any stage, like between rounds and fight. But I see it's very specific for this one, not at the fight part, but between any of the rounds we can. Cool. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, that is very weird. I don't know what would be causing that one. That's a strange one for sure. So, alright. I really like this attack, though, as well. I think it's very satisfying. I definitely recognize this character, which I told you I did, but I definitely do, especially seeing the actual sprite now. Oof. That was a good counter on me. Spell use becomes easier, so probably less that it requires. I feel like flying around and then hitting someone in the head is that's just a flex on them. You know that character. I do know that character. I love this character. I really love the wings on this character. The like hat / bonnet is also a nice addition to the character. I sent you a picture of it on my hands here. Yeah, okay, I'll check it out. I don't know what the heck is going on there. I've never seen that before in my entire life. This one's a tricky one. Doesn't want to sit still. I imagine this is how a lot of the online matches go. People are just flying around as fast as they can. Fly through the sky, so... Does it take less spirit to do that? Oh, gotcha. I saw what the talisman did there. Perfect. I understand how that works. Oh, my favorite skill is coming up right here. I love this skill. I like the hops over. Do you want to just get hit? I don't mind if you want to keep blocking. I'm just trying to offer you a way out. Sean enjoys, man. Yeah, this character's fun. Really, I do enjoy it. The character design is also nice. I usually, when I play a fighting game to start, I pick just a character that I really like in terms of the design. The design of this character is very nice. Again, the cape, the cosmic cape is incredible. I love it. Very satisfying. Very nice little touch. All right, we're going to use the ability. Get ready. My favorite. Just so that, like, it's just so cool. I'm on my phone as well. Watching on my phone through the app, maybe an app is weird. That is so strange. What? Oh, I pressed the wrong key. I was like, wait, why didn't that go off? I definitely thought I was on the other key. I like using that as kind of like a repellent, just in general. Even if you're not being comboed, just to be able to push them back. Special moves go all out. Okay. So maybe more damage. The ability to control the direction of the projectiles is also super important in this game, especially with all the different heights and things you can be. Cards become invisible. Okay, I saw this one earlier. Try Patchouli. She's who I play. Okay, we could definitely do that. I guess restlessly moving around nonstop isn't going to change a thing. I'm not looking at you anyway. I guess I'm going to try and finish the arcade. I don't know if there's a payoff at the end or if you get any sort of reward for finishing it. At least in terms of, like, I don't know if there's an end boss or if there's extra dialogue or whatever. This is an easy AI, and it magically dodges 3 of your charge specials in a row. Imagine what it does on Hard Lunatic. I am very afraid. I'm very afraid about a stronger AI. This AI is not... This AI is pretty complicated. It's a very good AI. It's a smart AI. And you can tell there was a lot of love and testing that went into that. But we can try... We will try Patchouli. Either when I get my butt kicked, maybe, or when we complete arcade mode. You said when you play this game again, will you play it on keyboard again or controller next? I actually don't have any issues playing with it on keyboard. I asked about the controller because I just wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't know how fighting games on keyboard are, because I use it for the tutorial and I have done it before for like a few seconds. I'm like, yeah, you know, to get started, to load the game up. I don't usually, when we would play, like we played Skullgirls before, we actually use fight sticks, and we've used like Xbox controllers, wired Xbox controllers. So I wasn't sure how keyboard would go, but actually I'm feeling very satisfied with it. It doesn't take away from the gameplay at all, in my opinion. I don't think it makes it harder to perform any of the moves, because I do know, like, okay, if I want to do like quarter circle, it's actually pretty darn easy to do it and to know that I've done it correctly. So really, I don't think controller is really necessary. So I might actually stick with keyboard. However, I will give it a try on controller. That way I can get back to you and see what you like, let you know what I think. This is a cool character in terms of the attacks and things. I don't exactly know what a lot of them are. She's like a puppeteer. couldn't move left anymore. I don't know why. We're just standing completely still. Yeah, this AI is tricky. If we lose, we will switch to Patchouli. Patchouli. I think I'm saying the name correctly. Because, yeah, I mean, I like that. This is a nice uppercut. This is the method to victory right here. Gotta love a good uppercut. Gotta love a good... Look at this. It's like the only attack I can actually land. See that? Crouching moves all the way. Okay, this is... Yeah, I really enjoy... The music in this game is really selling it. All right, ready? Yes, there we go. I love that thing. I'm gonna try and use this properly. Okay, I did not use it properly, but you know what? It worked. Uppercut time. If you don't know any better, you just gotta uppercut. Easy. Yeah, special moves go all out. I'm assuming that's just a damage thing, but a little vague. There we go. Surprised we actually came back. The first round of this easy AI absolutely destroyed me. That doll, I'm sure it can explode even further. True. Stomp, uppercut, Shawn learns new moves. We're getting there. You know what? I'm really enjoying it. I always press the wrong button, though. I don't know why I always go to press enter there. Guess it's just in my head as that. Okay, I know this character. That's for sure. Yeah, we know the stomp. I've started to use this a little bit from time to time. I wasn't really able to that last game because she was just kicking my butt. But this whole, like, that is very satisfying. I like using the air attack here. It's like a flying knee almost. The stomp. I'm trying to throw in some more of the light projectile as well. I do enjoy using it and trying to combo them together to get the purpose a little bit more now. Trying to charge and be a proper zoner as well when they're all the way over there. Yeah, this is cool. I don't know, like, I know a lot of the moves seems to come from the actual, the decks. Like, you get the skill cards and it changes the cards. So I don't think that there's too many moves that I haven't done on the characters for their default moves. So I don't think there are, honestly, that many. That was actually a new one right there. That's a cool one. Trying to see if there's one for some of the combinations that I know from other games. I don't think there's any more related to that one. Diagonal though, yes. So it supports every direction. Well, it supports 8 directions, but that is every direction when you're talking about specified locations. Let's do some of these again. So I know that this is a good one. The nuclear visor, that's what it's called. We have the sacrificial doll level 3 at this point, actually. Yeah, this one, this is a good move right here. This the air one that I have. I'm trying to dash more as well. I'm really trying to get everything working together. I don't know, do you need the uppercut treatment? You're feeling like you might need the Oh, I didn't know that one. You can charge, like, was that just my standard, like, down aerial? You can charge that one. If I'm holding down when I hit the button, that's how it is. Okay. Yeah, otherwise I do that. Okay, cool. Why am I being moved to the left, though? Is that part of the weather? Yeah, I didn't see it. Right side character is flipped. Absolutely. Absolutely correct. Whoops, that was the wrong button. I think you need uppercut treatment. It's getting a little close for my liking. Okay, yeah, spell cards are more power, that one said, so I don't know actually what the difference is between that and the other one where it said they are, like, spectacular. Ready? Good uppercut to finish you off, but not really because you didn't get finished off, but there we go. Good beam to the face. Beam to the face to knock you off. Always a good one. Oh, there was a sea above the clouds too, wasn't there? Oh, the cat got in here. When did you get in here? How did the cat open the door? I'm pretty amazed at that right now. Let me go to the intermission because I do have to close this again. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Oh, I don't think that relates to anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, give me 1 second. I do not know how the cat was able to open the door. That is pretty impressive. The door was completely shut. I am pretty amazed at that. Okay. Interesting stuff. Something you don't see every day, huh? Anyway. Alright, this character looks vaguely familiar, but I honestly don't know if I am familiar with them or not. The color scheme is a little bit different. So I'm trying to figure out what actual card is that Sacrificial Doll General skill card? What is that? It should have read it a little bit better, apparently. I had customers. I'm back. What happened? So far, we're just doing great. Beating everyone in our path. My cat busted through my door somehow and was able to get in. How close to each other you do fight, but bro can't lose his Trini. We're never gonna lose. Not on easy anyway. We'll try one on Lunatic if we want at the end and just get absolutely decimated. No, I love this character. I'm very happy to play this character. I mean, in my short amount of experience with it, I actually feel pretty comfortable. I do know, like, a lot of the actual moves and how to trigger them. So I feel pretty satisfied with that. As for how close to each other you do fight. So, what? Because I'm so melee based? I know there are so many projectiles. I'm just used to getting in close. I'm sure as I play the game, I will probably find out that it's not always better, especially when I go to harder difficulties. There we go, good old stomp. I love that stomp. We got the stomp. We got the uppercut. Classic uppercut. We got the supernova. We got the uppercut. There we go. Yeah, This game is fun. I'm enjoying this a lot, actually. I'm glad that you guys asked me to play this game. You're the one who used the keystone. It looks like it's holding the Lord of the Earth back like it should. The Lord of the Earth. Let's do it. Did we finish? Is that it? I think we finished. I think we did it, guys. There is melee focused character in this game. Okay, got you. It's called Abyss Nova, by the way. Really? I just called it Supernova as like a joke because I thought it looked right for the move. So I was pretty close. Cool. Thank you. Edit me. Oh, that's just the standard stuff. Okay, cool. All right. Look, we were able to beat Arcade. It was on easy, but I'm satisfied with that. Now, I know we said we would do Patchouli, so let's do that. Patchouli. Oh, I know Patchouli, yeah. Let's go, Sean. Thanks for the support. I know you guys could probably beat it on, like, Lunatic, and I probably look terrible right now, but I appreciate the support. Yeah, you finished nice. Let's do a few as Patchouli, because it's actually 7:20 already. Seriously, I must have been having a good time, because time is very, very far. Like, a lot of time has passed. It's already been over an hour. Let's do some as Patchouli, and then we'll try one maybe on like harder Lunatic, just kind of for fun, just to see how good the AI is, because I do want to look at it from a game dev perspective too, and really look at how well made the AI is. So let's do some as Patchouli. We'll bump it up to normal. There's a good chance that I will be defeated, especially since I haven't played this character yet. But you know what? Whatever. We try it on normal, you know. Legends are made, not just born, okay? Oh, and it's really got to be this character. I hate how much he jumps around. Oh, that was cool. Oh, I like how the melee that's got a lot of range to it, actually. The characters in this game are very varied in terms of the way they actually play. Not only play, but the AI actually responds to them as well. It knows to play to their type, which is good. I mean, that is pretty standard for fighting games, but it's a good case for a good fighting game. If the characters actually do that, if the AI actually does that, how well AI could we do? So we're on normal right now. Oh, you mean in the series, how well AI? Well, I've actually had to make very advanced AI for simulations. So not necessarily, I don't know about difficulty wise, but I do know quite a bit about AI. I think we can make a pretty good AI. I know, like, in terms of the complexity, I know how to do very advanced AI pretty well because I've had to for work. I also do know like AI concepts and topics pretty well as on top of it. So I could also explain it. In terms of how well we will do, I've never made a fighting game AI, so I might make an AI based on the rules I know and things that I know fighting game AI uses, and then I might need assistance with like general tips on how the community feels about how the AI has been made, and if it's fair, if it's unfair, if it's balanced, different difficulties. But that's all part of the process, and that is normal on AI. It's very, very rare that you would not do a lot of testing on AI. Just like the other characters I play in fighting games, she's a zoner. Got you. I can tell she's got a lot of good ranged attacks because she does her melee here. Actually, I think it was her neutral, her standing neutral. Has very good range, and it pushes them all the way to the other side. Patchy is a 5-elemental mage, 4 known elements plus metal. Really? So that's cool to know about her character. Can she use them all here? So like, what is this element? I see the fire, obviously. What is that? Is that energy? Ice? Plasma? I think it's like maybe energy. Can I use the other ones, or do they have to come from the specials? Oh, Sunflower. Here's Sunflower right here. Sunflower is a busted super. Now make that AI read inputs to never be beatable. We kind of did. So we actually made in Fury Strike. I know that game was busted because we had a very limited time. It was a college project, all that. But to be completely fair to us, we had a very good AI on it. The problem was we didn't have the time to balance it. The AI actually did a cost analysis of moves and found out what moves it should use. Because we didn't balance it, we just gave everything kind of a cost, and it used the times, like the actual length of the animation. Found out very quickly what moves were more useful. So after you played the game, like after you played a fight, maybe a first round or even half a round, the enemy would know pretty much exactly what moves it wanted to use, and it would kind of just spam that move as often as possible. You want to go see the Kappa's place again, but it's so close to the river. So close to the river. Water. Oh, that's water. It's a little like... I could see it, water, like I got the little particle effect. That looks like... It looks like energy to me, or like plasma or something. Like that's what I imagine it would be. But I could see water. Okay, I don't know why I can't use my D in this case, because it is lighting up. So that's something that I am not too sure of at the moment. Might have to use it from a certain place. 236 motion is fire 22, water 623, wind is 214. Wait, motion is fire, 22 is water, 623 is wind, 214 is meter, and 124 I think is metal. Okay, we can try them. So we know fire and water. You said 623 is wind. Yeah, that would be right. Oh, I didn't realize on the keyboard I had to do it that way. Okay, my bad. My bad. Sorry, I'm still new to the keyboard thing. Wait, I had it for a second there. Six, two, three. Right? I swear I'm doing that correctly. Okay. 214 is meter. Cerno Chill, no. A character from my earlier roster. I do remember seeing Cerno. Yeah, but not a lot of it. So has this character been removed from the game? Yeah, I don't know why I can't get that one. Is that? I don't know why I couldn't get that one. Possible I'm just bad, but I believe I'm doing the input correctly. But oh well. No worries. You said, okay. Okay, got you. I can try that one too. Oh. That's a cool one. I don't know. I don't know what that was. That was metal. It's like pink. I love the book attack. So this is Sunflower, right? Oh, it's Sunflower. Heals your injuries, yep. Take that one all day long. Okay, that's a cool one too. Very satisfying. For wind hit forward and down, then both down and forward. Oh, yeah. I mean, I was trying to do that. I was doing forward, down, and then forward without down. So, but you said do them at the same time. Forward, down. I think maybe it's weird for me on keyboard still, but I'm seeing some new attacks that are doing that. I've changed the roster so many times, but I'm absolutely satisfied with it. Okay, good. That's what's most important. I see Reimu here. Good old Reimu. Oh, I was pressing the wrong button on that one. Oh, okay. I know how to do that one now because I've done that. Oh. I still don't know exactly why I can't do that one, but that's okay. I don't know, I'm struggling with that one. The other ones I was actually able to get okay. Maybe my brain isn't working fast enough. Does it have to be like a counter or something? Do I have to get hit to use that one? I do like that ability that she has, though. That's satisfying. Oh, there's some. Her aerial is also a wind, little tornado. That's cool. You're down diagonal also. Now, what is that? Aerial combat more effective, okay. Oh, nice dodge. Trees in the background are graphically awesome. Agreed. I respect that. I respect that. Graphically awesome. The scarf is a counter assault if you hit the... Oh, if you hit it while blocking. Okay. See, I thought maybe it was a counter because I realized I couldn't ever use it, so... Thank you. That is perfect. It was bugging me. I was like, I don't know why I can't use that one. I thought maybe it was just a counter hit, but the blocking is what did it. Thank you. Okay. My bad. You got me. Oh, nice. Nice slide. Okay. I like the slide. The strat. Just constantly slide. The shrine isn't a good place for using magic. It needs to be more chaotic. I like that. I respect that. Alright. So this is fun. Let's back out, since we know there's not like a huge reward for beating arcade specifically. Let's back out and let's try, we can do computer or arcade, I don't really care. But let's try and do one against a lunatic AI. How about that one? We'll be Yumu because why not? And let's go against a lunatic AI of, it doesn't really matter who for now. Stomp, uppercut, slide. Sean learns new moves. We're getting there. We've added the slide. Gotta love the slide. Yeah, we'll be Yumu. Why not? Yumu is very familiar with that one. Oh, wait a second. Did I ever have the ability to pick the difficulty? Did I pick easy just out of habit? Or... No, I guess I have to set it in the settings. Was it profile or was it config? It was config. Alright, Lunatic. Alright. Here we go. Against the Lunatic AI. We're probably going to get destroyed, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Perfectly alright with that. This actually does not feel any harder. I'm wondering if it actually changed. Or did I pick like a perfect counter or an easy enemy? Not sure. I don't think it changed. Honestly, I don't think maybe it didn't save because this fight seems literally easier than the arcade ones, which I can't imagine is the case on Lunatic. Okay, I mean, hold on. Starting to kick my butt now. Maybe it did change. Definitely better this time. The first round might have been a fluke, which is fine if it was. I'm just like, why did it go so well? Got the heal though. Can't get the heal. It's not allowed. We don't allow that here. I like that move. Keep them in the corner. Nope, not me. I don't want to be in the corner. Corner's for you. Okay. That was a down, or that was a grounded attack. I took a gamble. It did not pay off, but you know what? It is what it is. There we go. I mean, I don't know if that's saved or not. I'm going to go back to the menu. Maybe I accidentally backed out. If the sword's been used to cut so much that it became tainted with clotted blood, it's useless. That's true. Let's go back real quick. I don't think... Maybe it doesn't do it in the versus comm. Maybe it only will do it in the arcade mode. Because it is on Lunatic. We'll do one more. Let's do an arcade match and see. We'll be Yumu again. Lunatic. Let's see if this one is a little bit more difficult. Okay. This one is definitely a little bit tougher, but I can't tell if it's just the character or if it's because we're in arcade mode. Because this character is moving around a lot more. See, this character is quite a bit better. It's fun, like, the approach when they're shooting projectiles at you is pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, this one's definitely... Oh, I like that speed. I'm gonna need to see that again. I like that run. See, that's a classic case of running, not really dashing. I don't know how to do that one thing that I was doing. No, I'm not sure, unfortunately, but that's alright. Oh, good cancel. Alright, fair enough. So I respect the difficulty of Lunatic there. You know, we did alright. Oh, I'm the well-known Miss Shawnthebro. I've come to bring you today's newspaper. There we are again with that. Okay, cool. Fastest reporter in Gensokyo. Nice. I like that little, like, I'm glad you explained it because I was very confused at first on that. I think we might call it there because I actually do have to head out a little early today. I have to work on the videos tonight when I get back. But this was fun. This was a lot of fun, and I'm glad you guys convinced me to play it. Thank you so much. I will be playing it more. If you've been looking at my profiles, I have been playing BlazBlue. I have been playing Battle for the Grid. So I'm totally serious about that. I'm trying to get better. Excuse me, at the at fighting games in general, and I'm trying to get better at developing fighting games and take ideas from other great games. So I'll be playing this some more. I'll definitely be going through the story personally, just to kind of see what that's all about, and maybe I can learn more about the characters as well. I don't get as much time to play as I'd like right now with work, so I've been a little bit behind on everything as far as gaming goes, but we'll get there. But thank you guys so much for this awesome game, for recommending it and showing it to me and bringing me into the world of Touhou, which I may be pronouncing incorrectly, but thank you so much. It's cool. I love the community around it, and I love all the fan stuff that you post, Pyro, and everything that we see related to it. So it's really cool. I need to get a drink. I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. But we are going to be playing any duels in Battle for the Grid next time to play. Yeah, absolutely. We can do that. I haven't had too much time. I haven't been doing online, but I have done actually parts of the story mode, so I can learn a little bit more about that. I like the dialogue in it. It's actually pretty satisfying and pretty funny. I was having a good time with it. But yeah, we can definitely do that. I'm 100% down. Next stream will be Friday. 2 days from now, we are going to be playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring comes out, and we're going to be playing day one. I may do some streams with my friend Dan, as well, cooperative streams on Elden Ring. Kind of depends on how the co-op actually works in that game. I'm not entirely sure yet. There's a lot to it, like, because it's kind of like the other Souls games where you have to summon and things. So we'll see. I'm happy to do it. I want to do it, but I don't know how it'll be. I am Lord Zed plus Trini plus Sheba plus Gravesword. Plus Sheba. Sheba is the only one I don't really know there. But I will check out Sheba the next time I'm on. I gotta get the DLC as well so I can check out Ryu and all that. But, alright guys, that's it. I'm gonna head out now and take care of what I need to take care of. And I'll see you hopefully Friday if you guys are interested. If you are interested in some Elden Ring gameplay. But thanks again so much for watching and sharing this with me. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one, everyone. And there was something else I wanted to say, but yeah, either way, just have a good night. I'll talk to you next time. See you later. Make sure I actually do this right because I don't have my Stream Deck there for the end screen. There we go. That should work. All right. See you, everyone.